Hello everybody, if you are interested in mastering charcoal drawing, subscribe for my channel and let's go! I start shading with charcoal pencils. I'm filling on the bottom of the lip because it must be dark. I try to fill it with arc strokes, exactly as the lip is. Leave some light areas in the middle of the lip. I prefer blending small spaces with a makeup brush, a little tiny makeup brush. Add some more strokes. Repeat the strategy, pencil blending, until I'll be satisfied with the result. Now I start with the darkest part of the nose. The most of the shadow of the nose would be under the nose and on the holes and on the sides a little bit. Make sure you are shading the sides so lightly in order to blend it easily. Parts that I needed to be shaded lightly, don't press the brush too much on the paper. I use the cotton to blend the fine lines. You can use also the paper blender. This one that is shown in the video, I'm using the smallest size. There is a lot of sizes for it. We must be careful where the shadows are. I'm filling also the bottom of the neck and some shading on the jawline too. I pressed hardly on the parts that I wanted to be more black. That can give me a lot of powder also, charcoal powder, to use it later. The dust is coming out. I'm using it to fill the face. The charcoal dust can give a smooth shading for the face. If you are working on the skin, it's important to know where these highlighted areas are. In general, in normal lighting, the highlight must be in the center of the chin, on the cheekbones, on the middle of the forehead, and on the tip of the nose as well. Under the cheeks, I'm using the hatching technique. Make sure that the hatching lines are so lightly and even. You can blend them with a makeup brush, or if you like the technique of a tissue, it can work also. My drawing, the light is from the left, so there is a dark spot under the cheek on the right. Now start with the eyes. The darkest shadow is between the eye and the eyebrow, as well as some shading under the eye. Within the eye, the darkest parts of the eye are the pupil and the upper part of the lash line. Especially when we are drawing a girl that is wearing on eyeliner or eyeshadow or eyelashes. Here I'm blending with a fine blender because of the small parts. Also I need a little shading in the white side of the eye, especially the upper part of the white part. Adding some shades on the dark side of the face. This technique is to add a lot of layers. The more layers, the more smooth blending. Add layers until it's enough. Here I'm blending with a large makeup brush to smooth blending without getting visible strokes. So it's not a good idea to use a small brush for large areas. I add more powder to the areas that needs to be more shaded. The sides of the forehead, beside the hair, and between the eyebrows because I need the girl to be a little angry. More and more layers to get the darkness I need. I felt that the nose needs a little bit more structure, so I add a little on the tip, and we will add some shine at the end. Charcoal drawing needs a lot of patience. As we said, more layers, more smooth, more reality. I'm adding more and more of the charcoal powder to the areas that I need to be more shaded, especially in the dark side of the face, opposite to the light. Little shading under the eyes to get the fine lines of the normal eye, especially the angry eye. The outer side of the eye must be shaded, and the inner part also beside the nose must be dark. I'm skipping some layers in the video because that may be boring for you because of the repetition. Hatching, shading, blending until I'm satisfied. I use usually the fine tip blender if I want the shading not to be spread away. Now I'm drawing the Palestinian kufiya, and as usual in drawing every cloth, the darker parts are the folded areas. Here I'm using the regular eraser to highlight the lighter part. I'm adding some lines using a pencil to give the texture that I need for the fabric. I use a mechanical eraser for the fine shines for small parts. Here's some in the fabric. A line in the lower lid of the eye and some brightening in the middle of the eye to give that shining. To give that bump shape for the lips, I erase up there a little thin line, shining also on the nose, the sides of the nose. I can reduce that brightness by a little blending by a makeup brush. Here I'm reducing the shine. I need a little bit of lighter shade, not a bright shine. So I reduce it with a brush. Here I'm using the elastic eraser, little on the tip of the nose, some brightness on the eyes, on the inner side and the other eye. Here making some pores of the skin, some shine for the skin, and also above the lips, going to the nose holes. I can't leave the video on its real time, because that can take like infinity time for such details. Some shining on the hair. That can give depth for the hair. I want the eyebrows to be very dark, so I started with fine lines, then dark, very heavy dark lines. For the eyebrows and the eyes, there is a detailed video for that. I prefer drawing the eyelashes using a pen, fine tip pen. Careful for the direction of every hair for the eyelashes. I'll add some flying hair on her face. The shadow of the hair, I use only the powder, the charcoal powder. And that is all. I hope you learned something new. Follow me for more. Bye bye.